On page 54. So creep on page 54 is mostly based on this progression 1 3 1 major 3 4 4 minor, but it also uses a little bit of like just some embellishments with sus chords. So when you see a chord that it says sus 4, like this C here for example, the sus is short for suspended, and it's suspended resolution. So a sus 4 means that instead of the third of the chord, you're going to play the fourth of the chord. And in this case, you play the root 4 5, and immediately after, we resolve to root 3 5. The 4 is always half step above from the 3. So here's C major. Everybody play C major for me in root position. Take now the third and bring it up by half a step. That's the fourth right there. Now let's check it out. Let's do C in first inversion. Find C major in first inversion. Here's root position. Here's first inversion. A sus 4 in that inversion, instead of the 3 down here, would be an F. So that would be the sus 4 in first inversion. And then it would resolve down. Everybody play C sus 4 with the F on the bottom. And then resolve the F down to the E for the C major. Now what if this C was in second inversion? So here's C in root. If I take the G and I put it down here, this is C in second inversion. A sus 4 instead of the third, I would have the fourth. And then that would go down to C, E, G. So here's C sus 4. And here's C major. So let's say for instance, so that's in C. C is kind of easy, right? Because we're very familiar with the C major chord. Now in this song, there's a B sus 4 as well. So let's first build a B major. Right? Build your B major. So right there's your B major, B, D sharp, and F sharp. Tell yourself, B, D sharp, F sharp. When you do it as sus, instead of the 3, you go half step above and that's the sus 4. That's a B sus 4. And then it resolves down. The fourth goes down half a step to find B major. So let's play B sus 4, followed by B major. One more time, B sus 4, and B major. Now what if we were in first inversion? B in first inversion. A sus 4. You take the third up to 4. Here's B inverted with sus 4. Resolve down to the major. In the last variation here, if the B is in second inversion, is F sharp, B, D sharp, right? And if it's sus 4 instead of the D sharp, instead of the 3 we have the 4. So here's the 4, sus 4, going to B major. So check it out. stop what you're doing now and observe the intro here. I'm gonna play the intro of the song, and it says here right at the top, it says the right hand is gonna play chords with chunking, the left hand just the bass all the way up to here, right? Measure 1 through 8, and then we're gonna switch things around. So first it says, okay, right hand chords, G in root position, and that will be for 8 beats, right? Then we're gonna go to B in first inversion. Second inversion. So B with F sharp on the bottom. So B is right in the middle. I need D sharp and F sharp. And then for the next measure, the last measure on the line, we make it B sus and back to B major. And then measure 5, we have C in second inversion. So it's C with the G on the bottom. Now I make it a sus 4. I take the third up to 4 and back. And then I make it into C minor. So listen to the whole intro. All right, work on that intro.